We're starting the morning surrounded by paper, pens, and beautiful little things for our journal, then stepping into a new bookstore called The Raven. We'll make a handmade Commonplace journal before heading off to South Florida. Back home, we'll do a gouache painting from the photos. Whenever I start a new journal, I like to start here, surrounded by paper, color, textures, and little things to spark ideas. Many of you mentioned a Commonplace book, and I love that idea. A place for everything, to collect quotes, sketches, recipe, art ideas, memories, and small moments. I love walking through stores like the Paper Source because even the tiniest detail can inspire an entire page, like a ribbon, handmade paper, a sticker, or a beautiful pen. In researching the Commonplace book, it is not like a diary. It isn't focused on personal feelings. It's more like a creative archive of inspiration and ideas. There are no real rules for a Commonplace book. Some people make them highly organized, while others keep them messy and layered like an involving sketchbook. In a way, Pinterest is a modern digital version of a Commonplace book. Collections of inspiration gathered over time. I also learned many famous artists and writers and thinkers kept a Commonplace book, including Da Vinci, Mark Twain, Virginia Woolf, and Thomas Jefferson. The word commonplace comes from the idea of common places, meaning categories for thoughts and knowledge, not ordinary, which takes us to our next place. I felt like I was stepping into Poe's living room. So many unique things and old typewriters and books, and they even had a drink called A Study in Violet. I will definitely come back to the Raven. So much inspiration in one spot. I really enjoyed it. I got stickers for Alaska. I got these stickers. This little sticker book from Bandu, and then it's just a whole booklet. But I love the tiny ones that I could put in my daily planner, and then it also has the alphabet. So I liked that. I ordered the Hobonichi daily planner, but it looks like it's going to be forever before it comes in, so I bought this for that. Well, if I can get this off. But it has the elastic, and you can see right here, you can make this larger if you need to. So I think this will be useful. I thought that was on the outside, but it's on the inside. Oh, and I got this little paintable stamp. So you can, and look, see the little cats? I got this one. I'm doing 3 different travel size journals. And I'm going to give this one to Anna because she loves cats. So that will be for her in her journal. And then, this one, you roll it across. See, it's little books. That would be fun to decorate on like a book review or a page where you're doing quotes from books. So that is that little gadget. Oh, and then this is the same gadget, but flowers. These are actually from Amazon. Anna, of course. Cats for her to put in her journal that I'm going to make. And then I got an MD notebook, idea diary. I'll have to test and see what materials I can use on this. But I love the pocket size. And then I got the Moleskine journals. And then from the Raven, and I'm going to keep this, I'm going to cut that little sticker out. I love that. That was the best little bookstore. I got the Raven. And then I got the, oh, this one is Harry Potter. This one was, Haley picked this one out. And those are the charms I'm going to put on the band for the journal. So here is the leather that I have picked out. I watched this YouTuber, I want to say Mermaid Kisses, but that's not right. Seaweed Kisses. And she makes her own traveler's notebooks. And I liked that idea because I could customize the size of my books. But I also liked it because I'm making 3 of these, and each girl, Haley and Anna, want different sizes. And then this one I got off Amazon. This one I got from Michael's, and I bought it this size. So, where's that mold? Okay. I guess I could do a pocket. I'll have to play with that and see what I want to do. Okay, Home Goods was having, look at the price of these. $7.99. I think this one was $5. I opened it up and because I wanted to feel the paper. Okay, here it is. So here's the, pens I tested. And really that's not much ghosting on that paper, as thin as it is. Okay, next I got is it pronounced Tongue Dan? Look how beautiful that pen is. I ordered this from Amazon. I think it was $20. But you can post it. But it will go small for the side of your book. I just like the size of that, and I love that color. I got this one, and then I also got this color. They're both pretty. And I thought this color would go good with the blue leather, just for a pop of color. I wanted to show you how easy it is to fill your pen with ink if you've not done this process before. I have so much stuff, but I'm gonna be making 3 of these. So, all right, see, $5.99. Okay, let me move this out of the way. 3 clips for each notebook. I got these off Amazon and they were not that expensive. I got the whale for Alaska. Just a flower. And I'm telling you, I think these were only like $7 a piece. I'll link it below. And then Anna's little cat. This also is from Amazon. This is a whole bag of the elastic cord to put my signatures in my journal. This came in a whole package of different colors, and you just peel that off, stick it on, and then there's for your pen. The girls are going to the Renaissance Fair, and Violet will be with me, and I got these 2 little stickers if they want to journal or commonplace about that. Oh, and then look at I got this little charm too, and I got these little charms. I picked these up at Michael's. But I have a whole box of vintage jewelry that I was going to look through and see if there was something kind of cooler to use. I have this little leather tool. I just wanted to show you how it works. But you have to put like a cutting board or something underneath it, and then you press all the way. Okay. Okay. We're going to do this. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, girls. Here's your book. What in the world? I did it again. I did it again. We did it. We've got it. I think we've figured this out. So this is her little charm that I'm going to use. This is who makes the charms. And I got Sarah's product at that Raven bookstore. Here's her name. Should I do one? I don't know. A little flower might be cute. Do you see that? That is on the wrong side. Oh. Okay. Okay. How about we do the yellow flower at the top? Like that. I got these vinyl adhesive pockets. What about right there? Or should I put it in the back? Put her some stickers she can use. And since her charm is blue, put that on for her pin. On Haley's, I'm going to give her the Luctrum. Okay, I finished hers in record time. It was really quick on the second one. But let me show you the inside of hers. These little vinyl pockets, I think, really stabilizes the leather. And I put one in the back as well. But it makes it a little stiffer and not as floppy. And this inside, I've never had one of their notebooks before, but she can actually color code hers by theme, topic, and subject. So I think she will like that. And it was easy the second time. So thank you to Seaweed Kisses, because that was an easy go. And it's so stinking cute. And I think I can get, so that would be 3 journals out of that one piece of leather. And the leather, I think I got off Amazon. I will link it, and I think it was $27. So there you go. Now that I've worked out all the kinks on how to make these, I'm going to give you a quick version that you can follow. Now that I've done that a couple of times, I can walk you through this super fast. Measure your book, and you can always trim a little bit more once you've cut it. But as you saw me struggle before, you're going to end up, once you cut it too short, you've cut it too short. You can also score your leather. So I'm going to go just a little bit beyond and it leaves, you can see a little mark where I'll know where to cut, and then I will do the same thing at the bottom. Cut your leather. I'm using a retired cutting board that's plastic, because I don't use plastic cutting boards anymore. This tool is very helpful, but scissors work as well. I like a rounded edge, so I find it easiest just to put a quarter on the edge. Put your book back in, make sure you have it where you want it. And then the other thing I did that was a mistake was I did not put my holes above the book. So mark where you want your holes. I'm just using an awl. Make sure they're straight across from each other. Use your leather tool to poke your holes. Measure your elastic. Slip it in this first hole, thread it around. Thread it through the bottom. Come back up. And then you'll tie these two together. I like to tie mine on the bottom because I don't want a bulge right there on the other side. I'm only going to use one book. I'm just using the Moleskine expanded. And slip it in. Putting the vinyl pockets on, I think it helps make this not so floppy. I've measured a little bit of a thicker cord, and when I cut the ends, I cut it at a little bit of an angle. And that will, see, it has a sharper point. So I can thread that through. Measure and find your middle. And punch your hole there. And it should be in the middle of your other cords. I'm debating whether I bought this at the Zoo Gallery, and she's an artist that takes baby doll eyes and makes these little eyes, but I'm afraid this might dig into the leather, but I might could put it at the top. And I have the little raven. So you thread this one through, and then you're gonna push this one back to the other side. And you might have to re-clip your end to make sure it's at a point. Then you tie it off. And my charm has a little clasp on it, so I can just clasp it on. To decorate the front of my cover, I'm going to use this right here. using double-sided adhesive strips or sheets. And it has a backing on it, and then you take the other backing off, and now you've created yourself a sticker. And then I added this. And then that is it. And you can just decorate it how you want. Then I put this right here. Here they are all together. One thing to note is I am leaving mine a little bit of an edge, only because I know that I'm going to add more to this book and it will be a lot thicker. So that is something also to consider. Now let me show you this other notebook that I got, the Uprise notebook. I ordered this journaling system from Uprise. See if I can get this out without messing up that sticker. Okay, so it's got a band for closure. Got some post-it notes. So when you order this online, you add your folios, like what you think you would use. This is how I'm going to use the Uprise planner. I'm going to have a little spot for things I'm loving this week, and it can be anything. Like you see, I've got a dressing here, an artist that if I have a red dot, it means I want to explore it more and look it up. I'm going to have just a section for things I have to do. I like the fact that this is not dated in that way, because there's some days I just paint, so I can just, this is what we did, or what I was going to do, and we did it. The other thing is destinations. I'm about to go do this, and here are some things I want to do when I get there. And then just if I have this, when I get back, if I want to paint something that from the trip, I have just a spot that I can paint it, or just anything. Here I've just explored some colors, and this is the urban sketching month of prompts I've written down. But this paper allows me to use mixed media, not heavy, but it does not seem to bleed. So early. Marina cat.
Had him go down. Jump.
Ah!
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Was that an osprey?
Yeah. Past like 4 or 5 years.
Huh.
going to be working in Holbein gouache, starting with ash blue, turquoise, cyan, cad yellow, violet, primary yellow, primary magenta, olive green, emerald green, primary white, primary black, zinc white, yellow ochre, and raw umber. I'm starting off with just a light sketch with a pencil. The beauty of the gouache is that it will cover it up. I like to start with the sky. It'll be my lightest value. My sky is bluer at the top, and as I work my way down, I'm letting some of the tonal paper show through. Instead of one flat color of blue, I'm varying my shades of the blue for the sky. The more I use gouache, the better I understand the consistency needed. In the beginning, I think I used too much water, and it was more of a watercolor consistency. I also, instead of using it dried in a pan, I think I have a better success rate when I use it straight out of the tube. I'm mixing several different greens, and in one I'm adding more blue for the trees in the background. I have found that mixing with zinc white makes the colors look less chalky. I've been using this airtight palette, and every week I just spritz it with water on the days that I'm not going to use it, and so far it has worked well for me and the colors don't dry out. Those are just a few tips that I've picked up that have helped me. I'm still learning about gouache and learning the application and what I like best. The other thing I have found that is useful is working on smooth paper. I like a hot press paper better than a cold press. The cold press with the texture does not work well for me. The sketchbook I'm using is a Stillman & Byrne, the Nova series. At the end of the video, I'll give you a tour of my sketchbook room. The sketchbook I'm using is a Stillman and Byrne, the Nova series. Let me show you my sketchbook room. This is where I'm painting this right now. It's early in the morning, and Ollie usually hangs out on the couch waiting for me to finish so he can have breakfast. And in the afternoon, sometimes I like to have tea. This room is right off our kitchen, so it's convenient. In the cabinet, I have everything I need for journaling or my sketchbook. It's a small little room, but it has everything I need. It's where I start my day, and it's where I end my day. It's my favorite room of the house. This is also where me and the girls get together and we either journal or sometimes we pull out a puzzle, play mahjong. It's just a great little room. So if you have a small little area in your house, maybe this can give you some ideas. The red couch was found at an estate sale, and the room that it was set up in, you could tell just had a lot of good energy, and she had puzzles and things in her room as well. And I just wanted to bring that back home with me, and I think it has had good energy. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next week.